So of course you want to then attract people to your site to read your content. You're starting to produce all this great content, and now you need to get people there. So the best way to do that is to use the social media channels that are at your disposal. So the most obvious, of course, is Facebook. So if you have a business page and you use that consistently, that's great. But you can also push things out via your personal profile. And I think the key to doing that is, if you weren't here for our last session on Facebook, make sure that what you're writing as the teaser, so you know when you post a link to Facebook, the link shows up here, right? You always want to post some sort of a teaser line, something to encourage people to click through. Because if you just post a link, chances are they're not going to click through. So give them a reason to. So post a little teaser about what the blog post is about, or ask a question and say, click here to read more. My friends who are chefs who own a restaurant in Atlanta were temporarily closed because they were filming a movie there. So maybe post a little teaser line like that. But if you're doing it on your business page, you can be very professional and even a little bit salesy. But if you're doing it on your personal profile, you want to keep it a little more personal. So I'll give the example I gave in the last class. If you're posting a blog post to your personal profile, I wrote an article about why every homeowner should claim their home on Zillow. And I didn't say, I am a realtor, and my professional opinion is that you should claim your home on Zillow. And if you're looking to sell your home, you should call me and I'll help you list it. Instead, my teaser was, as a homeowner, I went on to Zillow and claimed my house. I found that it had the number of bedrooms and the number of bathrooms listed incorrectly, which negatively affected my Zestimate. I changed that information and corrected my Zestimate, and you can too. Here's how, and a link. When you're doing it like that, where you're putting yourself on the same level as you're also a consumer, they're more likely to click through because they don't feel like you're trying to sell them. So if you have a blog and or website, make sure that you're putting the Facebook like box on there. You want to attract people to like your Facebook page. I'm a big proponent of quality over quantity, so it doesn't matter if you have 50 Facebook fans. If they know and love you and send you business, that's a lot better than 1,000 who don't. So this is just a good way to put yourself out there and let people know you have a Facebook business page, but don't let yourself feel bad if you don't have 1,000 likes or 2,000 likes. This is just one more way to promote back and forth between your Facebook page and your blog. Twitter. If you're on Twitter, you absolutely should be putting your posts out there. Again, you're limited to 140 characters, but you should be thinking about your teaser line. How are you getting people to click through? Don't let your blog auto-tweet out your link. Make sure that you take a couple of extra minutes, 60 seconds, 90 seconds, to construct a teaser that makes me want to click through as the consumer. So, this looks amazing. The Angry Chef is hosting the Mother Clucker Fried Chicken Festival. I would want to read that. But if I put Atlanta's Angry Chef hosts the Fried Chicken Festival, click here to read my blog post, that's a little bit more me, me, me. So give them something that they want. YouTube. If you are posting videos to YouTube and then putting them onto your blog, make sure that you're putting a link to the full blog post in the description on YouTube. You want to be sending traffic back and forth, and the ultimate goal is to send traffic to your site, to your blog. So if someone finds my video on YouTube, I want them, if they're interested in the topic, to be able to click through. And this is a really great way for you to get video out there. If you're doing, for example, a blog post on buyer tips, how many homes should I look at before I write a contract? Shoot a quick video, 60 to 90 seconds, that's you talking to the consumer. You can say something like, a lot of my buyers ask me how many homes I should look at before I write a contract. Hi, I'm Maura Neill with RE/MAX Around Atlanta, and I'm going to answer that question for you today. Give them a short answer. Some people are not going to want to read all your text. Embed that video into your blog post and then let your blog post be the longer answer. So they have an option. They can watch the video or they can read the text. But you're giving them the choice of how they want to get their content. Plus you're having a YouTube presence, which YouTube is the #2 search engine after Google. They're owned by Google. So you are adding video, which is adding to the chances that someone is going to find you and your company when they do a search. Pushing out content via LinkedIn. LinkedIn, a little bit more professional, a little bit more like an online resume. So I think it's okay for you to be a little less social when you're putting your links. I think it's okay for you to be a little more in your face about what you do. I'm a realtor. Realtor friends, this is why I returned home from mid-year a little lighter in the wallet. An article about RPAC. Pushing out content via LinkedIn. LinkedIn, a little bit more professional, a little bit more like an online resume. So I think it's okay for you to be a little less social when you're putting your links. I think it's okay for you to be a little more in your face about what you do. I'm a realtor. Realtor friends, this is why I returned home from mid-year a little lighter in the wallet. An article about RPAC. You know, so on LinkedIn you can be that more professional, looking for business, not pushy, but it's an appropriate vehicle for you to be a little bit more on that side of things. Flickr, if you're big into photography, make sure you're posting your photos to Flickr. You can give them any Creative Commons license that you want to give people permission to use them, which means other bloggers and even newspapers and news stations might use your pictures if you give them permission. But also, again, put the link in the description of the album. If people are looking at your photos and they're liking what they see, they can click through. So make sure you keep everywhere that you're putting your content, you're linking back to that post. Pinterest, Rebecca Radice from Better Homes and Gardens did a great session earlier on Pinterest. If you are on Pinterest, it's a great place for you to put links to your blog posts. Create a pin board that is the theme or of your city, or if you do DIY home repairs, so that's what this one is. I love to cook and I love bacon, so this is from my bacon board. So make it a little bit personal, but then also have some professional boards on there as well. This one's from my All About Atlanta board. So you can create boards that are themes and then pin your blog posts. Pin other stuff too. You don't want someone to visit your Pinterest page and see that it's all you just posting your own stuff. But it's a great place because if someone likes what they see, they're going to repin it onto their boards and it's going to get passed around to a bunch of people who don't know you, which is great.